哒哒哒哒哒，闪现。
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
怪兽。
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a good read on their opponent.
干，
That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. The jump in is denied. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner.
好
Neither
嘞
of，them willing to back off. Parries the attack. Gets the jump in. Had the KO.
妈的
Player
干，
2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
有够。
The low doesn't connect. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Avoids getting cornered. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Throwing some shade. They continue to battle it out and brushes that off and keep
干
going.
你按的太明显。
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Gets them with the anti-air. There's a change of sides.
Oh, man.
Closes with the throw.
God.
Hitting them with the smart stuff.
Blanca wins.
Player 2 took no
恶心
time
的
to
东
finish
西。
that fight.
太恶心。
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Where is their opening? Goes to the KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Uses the target combo as a filler. Time to reassess the situation. Torbalando. They were expecting that drive impact. Throwing some shade. Oh, could be the start of something. Going in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 goes to the air. Barely blocks the jump in. Fireball into the court. Crowns him from above. substitution with the anti-air.
啊干你娘！
Both sides getting ready. Send them to another dimension. Flatline zone.
差一点点。啊，本来要放2技，
Here's the final
还是省了一
round.
点，
The real fight
省
starts
一点，
now.
省一点。
Start things off with a jump in.
OK， 这个
Finds the target. Throwing some shade. Player 2 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive bang. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Punish counter sets the table. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Stone cold embrace. Flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Three gloves. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are these fighters thinking now? Gets a good read on their opponent. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistakes. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. Misses the drive impact. Saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 chases him down. Throws out a projectile. So they break
哎
forward
干
to
啊
pressure
对
the
哦，
opponent.
他知道可以吃掉那
Life lead
个，
opens up.
给闪掉我的抓。
The jump in catches them. KO. Player 1
明显不
takes the
会。
round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
哎干你娘，放太慢。
Jumps. Nails the anti-air. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. Departure set. You drive rush to
哎呦
keep it
哎呦
going.
哎呦！
Quick break springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2, amnesia. Burnout activates. Both
靠
fighters
呗。
planning something, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 has pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Oh, yo, rock
Ah, God.
super hit.
哎
Oh,
呀
is this it? Or are they
啊
still in this? Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. Player 2
Ah, God.
rolls it out. Here's the final round.
敌
The real
人
fight
遭
starts
点
now.
到，
Fight. Round. Fight.
Who's going to speak connects with the throw? Ooh, there's a side switch. This quick tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Fools him and locks him in embrace. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Tons is willing to risk it for the overdrive. Uses the teleport. Player 1 turns out. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Punish counter sets the table. A real test of nerve comes off the tank and scores the win.
边。
Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
啊，是卡给鲁斯还没学好，卡给鲁斯。
a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Missionに取り掛かる. Round 1.
슈팅.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Shows the overhead. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs, denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Will the drive carry here open things up for them? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. And there's the impact. The KO.
슈팅.
Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Departure. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Throwing some shade. Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Play hits them with a stop and bomb. Changes them in with a Latsuka. That's not gonna hit. Oh, let's go. This is a perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Gotta do better than that. Checks him with the boom. They decide to take a breather to
真的不能怪我啊！
brings it home.
谁叫你是
Let's see if they
shooting？
can build themselves a streak.
哎 ，shooting 不打了 ，shooting。第一次看到 shooting 不打了。 干是什么烂线啊？
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Ooh, what's this?
哎，干，我按的比较早，靠呗。
Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Decide KO.
鸡巴呀！
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Going in?
哦，干妈！
The drive impact is denied. Excellent block to shut out the impact.
就你这种烂线，
Time to reassess the situation. A quick breather. Player 1 is dominating this match. So, what's next?
nice，神
Hold
控
your！breath. Untouchable. Impetuous. Impregnable.
妈的，现代玛丽莎是怎样？
Here's the final
很
round.
行是不
The
是
real？ fight starts now. Oh, what's this?
干你啊！又按着了！
Oh, putting the
哇哇哇哇哇！哦哦，好险是现代的，应该是好的，看伤害一看就知道不是自己转。
like this. Super Lotto mix-up time. Overhead, but it won't work.
干！
Player 1 folded up like a cheap suit.
哎呦
Okay,
干你
here
啊！
we go. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Over in a flash.
妈的烂线狗！
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
内格加现代，可以搞成这副德性啊！
They're still hungry. Both
再来啊
stepping up for the rematch. Three gloves.
哎，
Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Taking stock. Oh,
干又是我，他妈的又按着了。
Strings it all together. The quarter makes it
干自己进角落。
What'll be the setup here? Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Picks the air throw. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Their spacing is so on point KO.
哎呀，
Player 1 picks up the
怎么
first
这样
round.
子呢？
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Alex from above sees it coming and blocks it out. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. The fighters continue to check each other. in the early going. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 will need to play and conserve counters with Amnesia. Nice read. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Brushes that off and keeps
我干，你哪来那个啊？你啊！
the full super meter on deck. It's a good spot to use the super. Are they dead off this super?
脏哦。
Too close to call. They're not dead. This fight's not over. Player 1 is not in a good place. Counting them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Looking for a chance. One chance here may end this match. Overhead. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Spikes him with 3 gloves. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What were they thinking? Ooh, what's
哎
this?
干你你啊，傻小啦！
With authority, with that big,
哦，
big
干这个烂
punch down.
剑，还可以他妈让他看到。
Which fighter has them to grind out the win? 3 bolt
跟你玩。
sees the overhead coming. Player 1 couldn't even get a tickle. Might be time for a change. Finds the target. Time to reassess the situation. Out of range. Relatively safe. Nothing stops this train.
哎呀哎呀哎呀哎呀！
This is a bad situation to be in. Starting the party, the overhead denied. Drives it back, misses. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Oh, here we go. Stone cold and break. You can't block those. The Triglav sees the overhead coming. Where's it going? Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Tons of space between the fighters. Holy!
终于轮到我了哈！
Counter on reaction. Closes it out.
他
Player 1
当我都没反应，是不是啊？
convincing fashion.
剩下的分我要拿回来。
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run. Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. The jump in is
啊
denied.
干你拿！
Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Changes the pace with an air dare. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect
干
KO.
你妈的狗
Player
烂线！
2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Nice solid counter. Player 1 really suffered there in the corner for a while. How can they avoid being put there this round? Throwing some shade. Grabs them. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 has a slight life lead. 3 bolt. They decide to take a breather to regroup. With the embrace. Both fighters planning something, experiencing burnout. Digs in deep to get that driver in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. With the
别
impact.
过来！
Smart play with the throw. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm.
So fast on the air throw. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Both sides getting ready. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Throw coming for you. Jump drives it back. Misses. Impact squat. Oh, yes, the air throw. Down on life. They gotta make a move. Setting it all on this level 2 super art. Player 2. Wall flat.
Hey, God.
They're hurt. Big time. There's a burnout. This may turn into a big chance. Raw super art incoming.
哎呦，尬你你啊！
Brings them down. And oh my God, they just choked it up. Hit that with confidence.
哎呀，找死玩死都要死的啦！
Player 1 was an
乖乖
absolute
去
beast
死
in
吧
that！match.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
这些都是还有人吗？
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The throw is escaped. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Hold
啊
your
尬你你啊！
Player 2 can't
按
let
太
their drive gauge
快
run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. No more drive gauge. Decides to meet them in the air. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Oh, easy tag. Heading into the end, gets them.
不行不行不行，线太
Player
慢。
1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Holds out with the block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Hit them with a stop and block. Player 1 will need to... Oh my
God.
God, they just took
靠背尬，我按到啊，按错啊！
Nice and clean.
啊，fire！操你妈！
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
干你鸟！
Right
三
back into
条
the
啊！
rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We are here in the first round. Brushes that off and keeps going. Combo
啊，你
with
动
the
这人
target
家
combo.
我说打者。
Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 chases them down.
啊，干你娘！第二延
At
死
least one of them is having a good time in that corner. There's a
哦
change of，
很好
sides. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. They need to rely on their instincts here. 3-volt ices. Can't use any more drive without burning out. Smart decision
鸡
there.
巴
The
嘞
chip damage！wasn't
干，
enough.
没连
Player
到，
1 with a good
按
start
太
to the
慢了
fight, but can they keep it up? Stings them with the shikusen. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Throwing some shade. Dashes up. Big throw. That throw do some good damage. Gets the combo. Buffs up. Ah, burnout activates. Jump knocked them out of the air. Grounds them from above. What'll happen here? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Their tip uses the teleport. Jumps up. Connects with the throw. What now? Slight overhead, but it won't work.
That was the highest I've ever seen.
Here's the final
My
round.
turn.
The real fight starts now.
Starts in, nothing stops this train.
Uses the card overhead attack.
Keeps them out. Pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat?
This might be a pivotal super arm. And whips, they're wide open. Both drops them from the air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go.
Loads up above.
Slight forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn.
Ugh, take a seat.
Player
What
one
pow?
with the rhythm.
Owning that space.
Oh my god, Rock Super!
Awesome.
那就好啦。
Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
啊干！
Gets a risky buff in. Player 1 has us brush that off and keeps going. Not shy with the grab. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Holds out with the block. Had the radar up and running. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Was looking for that jump attack. Players, hold your breath.
Bingo!
Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Decides to buff up while they can. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Breaks the block with a throw, pounding them with the Lavshuka.
Can they stand the heat?
Wow, that's some big time experiencing burnout.
Can they quick stun? Getting flatlines on.
Player 2 brings it home.
靠北，我什么
Let's
东西
see
都还
if
没
they
接
can
出
build
来就挂
themselves a streak.
出乎我意料，我本来要把它插烂的，叫我插烂。上个湖，我要上钻石，我要上钻石，上大师，干你大师！
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Alright, what's coming up next? Feeling out the spacing. There's space to make something KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
啊干你娘！我怎么不怕？
Jumps in. Gets the target locked and scoop. Jump.
啊干！
Looking to plant him with the pile driver. A quick breather. This is gonna be bad news.
Changes them in with the love shuka.
They're thinking of scoring big off this. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 needs to use the threat of big low attack to pick up the win this round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
刚刚那个我忍后了，妈烂招。
Decides not to run excellent block. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps up. Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Target locked and scooped. Player 1 half fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, here, overhead attack.
Player Latsuka throws them in the minefield.
Parries a fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace.
Very nice recall.
These fighters sets up with the jump in. What now? Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Bye bye.
It's a great flatline zone.
Bye bye.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Impact squash. Song coming and goes for the force entry.
会呢会呢。
Goes in on the impact for nothing. You do
Yeah.
not want to whip an impact. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the
啊
corner.
干，来不及跳。
If they can't escape this rock
Ay,
solid corner press with perfect execution and
Ay,
gameplay nets our fighter a
Chua.
perfect round.
让你
Player
这样
1 takes the round like a thief in the
More
night.
to it.
What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Oh, talk about overextending. 3-volt ices them. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
Throwing some shade.
They're at hit them with a
啊
something.
干，
Do they
按太
bait
早
them。into that?
Target locked and scoop.
You got counters with the media.
Nice lead.
哎
Knockdown
哎
and
哎呦
And
哎呦哎呦，
are we gonna see a comeback here? A parry? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation?
啊干，靠背，
This is gonna kill. No
God.
doubt about it.
干你娘的！哎呀，操你妈的！按错，
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
妈，我一定打
They're
烂你！
still
操
hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The jump in is denied. They block the overhead, and both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Trips them up.
对对对，你
Goes
继续
for the
啊！
command grab. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now.
哎呦哎呦
With
哎
the
呦！
throw. This is a tough spot. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Had the radar up and running. Not shy with the
哎
grab.
呦哎呦哎呦！
Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Heading into the end.
One.
Smart play KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Brushes that off and keeps going. They both showed their hands. Changes them in with the love shuka. Ooh, wants to hit it big. They can't squander this punish counter
干
chance.
你啊！
Can they keep on him? Player 2 has the life lead. Target locked and
操！
still scrapping for control of the space. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. One mistake here is all that's needed. Looking to
哎，
plant
你
him with
你啊
a pile drive.
我的上嘞！
Knockdown and
操你妈！我的上干！
here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Throwing some distant leaches some big damage. Reach out and
操你的！
Player 1 with a slight lead will hit the low. A jump? Any throw will win and fades out the low kick. What's next?
哎，干你娘！这样跳不掉！啊妈的，送他了，烂线我！干！妈你个鸡巴！送你啊，送你啊！狗烂线！426狗烂线！应该会好一点。
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Whoa!
哎呦哎呦哎呦！咖喱怎么小啦
Lots of aggression from both sides. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? The jump in catches them. Taking stock.
干
In
你
a dire
娘！
situation, they can't afford any mistakes. And the throw ends the round.
操你妈！到底
Player
干
one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
用不着送跟送成这样呢？
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Can they stop this light lead from getting bigger? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Throwing some shade. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Three gloves. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely
哎
on.
哎，被拔到了！咖喱娘！怎么他妈的又中了？
Not letting that go unpunished. Life lead is there.
操你妈又中！
Experiencing burnout. Player 1 with there's a burnout. Back into the
舍身赔
corner.
burnout
What setup do they read the jump in perfectly? Take it
我
all
不会
with the
赔你。
level 2 super arm. They're taking a step closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Stark knocks them out of the air. Who's going to steal this win? Goes for the throw. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Okay, here we go. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 is looking at a grim oh, snipe. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides draw super hard incoming. Excellent read. Punish counter on reaction. Bazooka throws them in the minefield. What were they thinking? A real test of that fighter was not cleared for takeoff.
想干嘛？
Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that runda. Overhead, but it won't work. Torbalan. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Can they exploit this advantage? What are these fighters thinking now? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Hits with the overhead.
看看什么叫不同层级的战斗。
KO.
Perfect
Player 2 takes
Parry.
the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2.
Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's cold?
哎呀，干你！
There's the drive attack that goes into a juicy punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1, there's a
God.
ball slap. They can't do anything now.
我没有按到。
Breather denies the jump in. A parry? This may be it. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Experiencing burnout. How will they utilize this? Oh no, they're stunned. Turning up the heat here with a level 2 super. Going in? Now, can they finish the jump?
干靠背啊！
We're going into the final
搞笑哦，他
round.
妈的，
Fighter hazarding them to grind out
白
the win.
痴哎！到底在干嘛？
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna
干你娘！他这样也挨得及按什么鬼啊？
letting that go unpunished?
Got him! Mix up time!
我操你妈！会哦哦哦哦
Last bit of
哦
drive.
哦哦
Back into the corner.
What setups do they have?
哦哦哦哦！会对空哦！
Uses their drive gauge.
干你娘！
The guard over in a flash. Player 1 was an
操你妈的，
absolute
做白
beast
工，
in that match.
让成这样干，让这种垃圾，再来啊！不用干你啊！ 废物426，哎，
Here comes a new challenger.
啊，都是一些烂剑，难怪我打不上去，怎么打击打不上去？
How's
又
this
是
match gonna shake out?
426，
It's gonna be exciting to see.
下转，
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 has the life lead. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. Where's their perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win.
哎呦哎呦，会哦会哦！
They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. What'll happen here? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Anti-air in the clutch. Throw is denied. What a lead. A quick breather. KO.
哦会哦哦，
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Excellent block. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Borderline incoming. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. What now? Drive gate drops them. Overhead, but it won't work. Player 1 needs to take advantage of his gauge repair.
They should have kept this one classified.
懂钻的哦。
Delta Red assault.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Excellent read. What were they thinking? This can lead to some big damage. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. A real test of nerves here. Dangerous range meets them air to air. Knew the throw was coming. Drop zone, baby. The next touch sees the overhead coming. The overhead denied. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. It
干
is
你娘！被
over.
连到，我就翻他
Player
了，
2
操！
was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Departure set. Nice read with the cannon spike. Throws him down. All right. Neither of them willing to back off. Down to the wall.
咖喱
This
娘
is！a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Borderline. Throwing some shade. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. A super art?
啊干你娘嘞！
In there.
超级爱 SC2 酸呢哦，会嘞。 太亲近了，我尽量浪费啊。
Caught in the cross-up. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Throws them to negate the block. A quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here.
必要的时候突不然杀小啊！
But still anyone's game. Excellent read. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
好热。 都是这种烂线。
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in, goes for the throw, anticipates the overhead. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Okay, creating some space here. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. From up above. Can't tech the throw? Good work staying in throw range there. Box him with a target combo. Not shy with the grab. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. Sticks the jump in. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Checks with a medium kick. 3-ball ices them. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Drive gauge. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Experiencing burnout.
Can they
create it low heavy? Risky up close scrap still going. Anti-air in this one. Crowns them. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
按的时间错了。
Jump! Shows a medium kick. Hits, pumps him hard. Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. The Gladius tries them. Oh, they took the bait. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford overhead, but it won't work. Things are looking very bleak. Gets the counter hit and wins.
起身速点出来了。
The win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The impact doesn't do anything. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Uses the parry. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Decides to meet the... They can't squander this punish counter chance. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Challenge from above. Who's going down to the wire?
Come on.
There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over
突然
soon.
顿了一下，操你妈的！
Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 is dominating this match. What a reaction to go air to air. One chance here may end this match. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something. Departure set. Player 1 sees the overhead coming. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Balance from above. Setting it all on this level 2 super arm. The super doesn't hit. Oh, could be the start of something. Both sides getting ready. A single hit will do it. Wait and eats it. The overhead denied. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Devote all that meter to the goddess of the hunt. They're about to get a big knockout kiss. Player 1, oh, they took the bait. Carries, uses the teleport. What? There's a burnout. This can lead to some big damage. What now? Flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 with the life lead. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uses the parry. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Grabs him, takes a trip. Does a good job of pushing back. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Spikes them with leap, changes them in. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter in there. This is gonna be bad news. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. One chance here may end this match. In there! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Well-timed command throw there. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Will that drive impact to get punished? Knockdown.
Oh, 他们还瞎鸡巴乱凹。
next hit will end the round. Goes for the gets.
在凹啥小跨
Player
龙
2
头？
picks up the first round.
咖
That'll
喱
give them
你
a
还在凹什
psychological
么鸡
advantage.
巴的？
A brave forward jump there to start. 3 volt.
Throwing some shade.
Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round.
Brushes that off and keeps going.
Going in.
Looking for a chance.
凹，
Pokes with the
为
medium.
什么不凹？
Drive rush to keep it going.
Throws in the distance.
Player 2 uses the gauge for a super arc.
Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Player 2 KO.
为什么不凹？
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins
也好啦
matches.。
安尼就好啦。
这掌控真的有点。
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1.
飞拳，
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Almost had it, but it
Ow.
gets blocked. Those aren't working here. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Player 1
Honey pie,
pushes the
deal.
opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. Well-timed command throw there. Knockdown. They block the overhead, and this is the range where
干
things get
啦！
messy. Can they utilize their reach or
安泰顺。
bait each other out? Heading into the end game now. Yes,
操你妈的垃圾！
player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Still scrapping for control of the space.
哎，
This is a complete shutdown. They uses the gauge
垃
for a
圾
super
东
art.
西。
Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Player 1
垃圾东
brings
西
it
没必要浪
home.
费时间。
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
拼分数就是要快。哎干，他也退出，那双方都知道了。
Here comes a new challenger.
龙虎角就是一定要
What are we going to see
parry
transpire between these fighters? No one
One
knows,
parry.
but this is going to be a must-see match.
来飞过来，
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
没有
They
逼
gotta
到。
escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Chasing them down, peppering them with hits
Ayo,
and
ayo,
throws
ayo.
is the way to get them in the corner. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner.
咖喱你啊，全猜错。
They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Take the trip.
超级白我的栽，干！
Player 1
混色
sets the
小
tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
混色你啊，干你娘！爱凹我唔对哦，来，
Bending that drive gauge.
喂，
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases them down.
你动这里人啊，干你娘大鸟啊！
Impact's a no-go.
Angry
So they
Bird
break
啊！
forward to pressure the opponent. 3-ball ISIS. Oh, could be the start of something. Medium kick hits. Smart play with the throw. With breather. Fights him with tree glove.
看你啊，看到了。
Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Good decision with that throw. Knockdown and fires off the turnover. The super doesn't hit. What a finish!
操你妈的，怎么
Player
小啊！
one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves
我
a
一定要
streak.
打烂你这只角色，干！
They're still
他妈
hungry.
鸡巴
Both
的，
sides stepping up for the rebound. Throwing some shade. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
你打烂你应该就比较苏蚂蚁，操！
At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Big counter. Parries the attack. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Beautiful setup with that attack. Gets it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Smart play with the throw. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 1 creates a... There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going.
咖喱鸟，我按的太明显了，操！
Closes the gap. Knockdown and amnesia. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. 3 balls, pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Oh my god, what a throw set! Digs
啊
in
干
deep
啊，
and
没按到
drives.
啊！操！
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Clutch read on that impact. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Burnout activates. Stone cold and breaks. You can't block those. Player 2 can't use any drive. Clutch perfect parry under pressure. And whip, just what they were after. Player
下去吧。
2 was an absolute beast.
对，还有一场。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff. Hits them with a stop and pop. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Whoa, hold on.
操你妈！
Team is just about out of drive after that. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stock. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Who will capitalize? Pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? The overhead good. Player 2 drops himself. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Throwing some shade. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs the blocking.
Ay,
that
ay,
drive
ay,
attack
ay.
isn't going to work. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Torbalan sneaks in above. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. Brushes that off and keeps going. And
来了吧！
wide open. It's a good spot to use a super. Oh, they've been waiting for this. Let the super art knock them out of the air. Wow, reads the counterattack. Doesn't set the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
吵 WiFi， 瘦，你知道吗？这个哎呀，按太快呀，又是 WiFi 呀。
This isn't about just winning the match.
长大开飞机，小时候打飞机。
Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the
不
table.
对，老了就垃圾。
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Throws him down. Shows the overhead. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. This is looking bad. What are they going to do? The super armor does its job. Fantastic reactions there. Knocked down. Well-timed command. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive lead. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. All right, what's coming up next? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps in and fold. Nasty blow to the back of the head. Going in. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Anti-air drops. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Throwing some shade. Quick breather. Overhead, but it won't work. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Unfazed by the switch and block. Overhead. In attack range. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
吗？尼克星？克里斯多。
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
哎呀哎呀哎呀！
A drive rush to try
现在
and
宰，现
keep
在
up
宰。
the attack. Decides to burn the game
好
here
狠
so
哦，好
that
狠
they
哦！
can maintain their pressure.
哦！
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now
Hey,
they can
Jim
take
Brown.
some big chances to do damage here.
哎，干你呢？什么小？哎哎哎哎哎
To throw end zone.
哎！傻小！
Player
我怎么
1
弄？
sets the tone with that win.
干你啊！什么小都没看到。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
哎，
Shocks them with the projectile. Throwing some shade. Shows a medium kick. Sandblast. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Rising uppercut. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Tree glove. Brushes that off and keeps going. Knockdown and goes airborne. Medium all in with the rush. Uses the gauge for a super armor. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Crowns them from above. Lamsuka throws them in the minefield. Player 1 flatlines them.
干你啊！
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
什么狗烂线？
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Grabs him. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Amazing read to flash the parry just in time to catch the attack. Player 1 in that dangerous
干你啊！
gets backed into the
没
corner
有第
with
一时间
pressure
按，
building.
操你妈的！
Very solid corner switch. This is a tough spot. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Hold your breath.
哎呀，
Digs
洗
in deep
吧
and！ driving. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Yo, put that away. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be
恋爱
over
循
soon.
环，操！
Both fighters planning counters with amnesia. Nice read.
哎呦，
Player
哎呦！
1 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious situation. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
干你娘凹哎！ 哦，
Game for the super. They're not playing around here. Noticeable
Betting it all on this level 2 super art. Made smart use of the game. Good super. Player crowns him.
干你娘啊！鸡巴呀！干！
Player 1 brings
可
it
恶啊！
home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
为什么我按错了嘞？靠！哪里？3个而已哦。啊，打吧打吧。哎，没有。 3格啦 ，shooting。This is shooting。OK shooting。
We're in for something special
怎
right
么又是
here,
国人
right
啊
now.？
天哪！国人线路真的是
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Starts with a jump in.
真是品质保
Deals
证
some
啊！
damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? Jump in, finds the mark. Trips him up. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup?
靠腰啊！
What's their game plan here at this critical
顿了一
stage?
下，
The jump in catches them. In a dire
顿了一
situation,
下
they can't，
顿好
afford
几
any
下。
mistakes.
凹嘞！
Player 1 can't use it.
哈哈哈！真的凹。
Player 2 hits up
An
the
out.
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
跳嘞！
Goes for the jump in to
乖
start. Grabs them with the embrace. Torbalan. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to
哎呦
mix
哎呦
things
哎呦
up！ From upstairs, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Changes them in with the love shuka. That's not gonna hit. Both fighters plan
靠
something,
腰
throwing some shade.
，shooting！
Gotta be careful
Shooting.
with them with a stop and bop. This is
哎呦哎哎哎 ，shooting 脚长，哎呦哎呦
What'll happen here? Player 2
，shooting 连这样都要凹，
burnout activates. A
干
red
不了！
They gotta do something.
我还真没注意到我 burn out 了。
Get them out of it. That was a
好啦好啦，
high
送
five
你
effort.
了，shooting！
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
来，认真认真。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping
Good
up for the rebound. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now.
乖，
Player 1 with the life lead. Okay, creating some space here. Trying to read each other here. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Reads them. The pressure is so intense. Gets it. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Hits with the overhead. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that.
Cages them in with the Latsuka.
Player 2
Pow.
in dire straits with burnout.
跟他爽赚了。
Now's the time. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up.
The exchange close. Can this drive bring them back?
Good somersault kick. Manages to block the throws them. A real test of nerves here. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
确定还要来，再来
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
跳。
So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
没
Not
错，
shy with
就
the
是
grab.
这个时候。
Player 1 has the life lead. He's got a small life lead, but it's not over. That overhead was a bit obvious.
你怎么想要垂直跳
What's
啊？
coming up next? Both sides backing off to form their game plan. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out?
不让不让。
Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown.
Cow
Experiencing
back.
burnout. Medium kick. Sonic boom. A quick breather. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Kenobo. The super doesn't hit. Throwing some that was a well-placed projectile.
输休
Player
停了。
2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
The overhead connects. Who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stopping bot. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Drive gauge gap here. Blocks it. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Orbalan brushes that off and keeps going. He changes them in with the Latsuka. Departure. Will bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Tribog. The overhead denied. Looking solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Okay.
Setting it all on the drive rush.
Jump. Here comes the corner pressure.
Anti-air in the clutch.
Player 2 with the rhythm uses the teleport. Player 2 can't use drive anymore.
Blocks that off.
Player 2
休停 out 的嘞。
Throws them in the minefield.
The super connect. What's next? A real test of nerves here. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. I can't believe it. Player 2, are you
好
kidding me?
呗。
Player 2
干
is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while.
垃圾。
They really took it down to the wire.
好了好了。走残的音配，就吃了太多下，妈跟白痴一样。哎呀！ 上钻石啊！感觉不太可能。给他扔掉吧。 4个。哦
They're all fired up. We're almost
现
underway.
在啃。红脚。
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be opening to run.
什么？是我说那个吗
How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Will this decision pay off for them?
哦哟。
Definitely answers the air attack. KO. Player 1 on the first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
看他妈的什么鬼！
Brushes that off and keeps going.
哎呀，干你娘！
Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. G-right kick for a mix-up. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Good distance for a shot. Pops them with a shorty. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. 3-volt. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner gate. What'll happen here? Super art on deck for both players. How's the opponent experiencing burnout? Low heavy. Are we gonna see a change in the Jump, the super doesn't hit. Closing moments of the match. One hit.
刚刚怎么都没有出来呀
Big damage. Player 1.
啊
Critical art now. This is gonna
靠背！
about it.
干你还是输得太冤枉了。哎呀！
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
啊，再来！
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Breaks the block with a throw. Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The super, Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. Well-timed corner step. Taking steps.
凹嘞哈，
KO.
这个凹嘞哈，看来他知道那个
picks up the always important first
凹点，
round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
然后现在就不会在那边再送。
Closes the gap.
干你娘！我
The
这 game
next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Hits them with a stopping bomb.
靠背。
Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Player 1 will need to play conservative until their drive refreshes.
现代狗这么强，
Experiencing burnout. Connects with the throw. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a punch draw. Super hard incoming.
屁呀，鸡掰！
Definitive end to this round with a level 3 super.
我他妈都按防了哎！
They knew it'd be enough.
干你娘的仔一凹，清单凹，凹我会送，凹我用，凹都跟起来我动不了。对啦，你凹啦。
Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 2 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive land. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here.
干没放到
What
第二段。
separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
Does he right? Player 1 is anti-air in the clutch.
Throw zone. How long can this offensive assault continue? A jump reads the jump in perfectly.
Holy! Punish
Oh,
the
God.
reaction. Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
够钝。
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Anticipates the overhead. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Starts with a jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Big counter. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Not shy with the grab. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Going in? The pressure is so intense here. Grabs them. Oh God, this is tense. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? This round is so important. Brushes that off and keeps going. Amnesia. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Chin, Ryu, Rippa! Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? One chance pounding them with the Lavshuka. Can they stand the heat? That's not gonna hit. Good decision with that throw. What'll happen here? Overhead, but it won't work. Or crowns them from above. Sees the overhead coming. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
challenger.
DJ。
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Still slugging it out here. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage. Down to the wire. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. A nice chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? Stops the attack by using a drive pick. Takes a trip. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball.
Rips the slasher out.
Player 2 had an impressive round when managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. The throw missed. Player 1 will need drive rush to keep it going. Breaks the block with a throw. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
干你娘的！刚刚是怎样？
Denies the attack
怎么可能
and
插不到啊？
parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Solid blocking. Takes a trip. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? Sees the overhead coming and drive rush to keep it going.
啊！
They
干你娘上
can't
头！
squander this punish counter, KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Early round decisions are so important. Seth springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Player drive rush to keep it going. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Still scrapping for control of the space. Barely blocks the jump in. Arc the low. Dash. Closing moments of the passes out right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
That was the highest I've ever seen.
什么果鸡巴？当身还不会中？
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a
狗
real
烂
clinic.
线真的是哦，426真的是烂线我吗？
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That barely connected, but it still counts. Goes for the command grab. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Oh! Absorbs the attack.
干
and
你
fires back.
娘嘞！傻小啊！
That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances.
There's the impact.
Not letting that go unpunished. Going in. Double lariat and now takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. jumps up. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Beats them and goes stone cold embrace. You can't block those. In attack range. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? The Quiglon skewers them. Overhead attack. Can this drive bring them back? And eats it. The next touch may decide this round. Who will come out? Sees the overhead coming. Flatline.
干你你啊！我真的是他妈的。
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
这是在冰人的啦。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Orbalan. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Gets out of the corner. The jump in catches them. Not shy with the grab. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Takes a trip. Heading into... burnout activates. Can't tech the throw. Plenty of space between the fighters. With low heavy for the win. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sticks the jump in. The next round is beginning. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses the target combo as a filler. Throwing some shade. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. They're spacing is... This is gonna hurt. With breather, the overhead cannot. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to get in there? That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
干你啊！累了，又开始打反效果。操！掉到16000以下。你啊，鸡巴嘞！
A new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is vicious with the play-by-play. Getting a punish counter like that is how you want to start a round. Puts one in the pocket. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. They break things off to take a quick breather. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit. So
哎呦，干你娘！每个他妈起手式都要这么凹就对了。
Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Get out of that jam with a perfect parry. Perfect read with the drive parry. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Pokes with a medium kick. Blocks the low heavy, and hits them with a stopping block.
哎呀，
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Lands the get to the side hole. Going for that juicy damage. Counters with the knee jab. Nice lead. This can lead to some big damage. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Player 1 with the low. Life needed KO.
操！
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Open with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Blocks it. Going on the offensive. Medium kick hit. Flank connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Getting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Throws them. Looking for a hold. What now? Forward rush. Oh my god, they just jumped it up! Okay, here we go. Drive rush! Knocked them out of the air. Finds the target. A real test of nerves here. Who are they swinging at? Holy drive impact! Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
真的是哈。
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Clutch, anti-air.
太敢！
Breaks the block with a throw. Brushes that off and keeps
哎
going.
呀，
Can they convert this
I had
punished
to run.
counter opportunity into something? Gets through the opening. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gate.
笑死！
Nails the anti-air. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. They break things off to take a quick breather. Can't take the throw. Gets the jump in. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
哟耶！
Brushes that off and keeps going. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter.
干笑烂！
Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Drive rush to keep it going. Looking for a chance. Hits him with his free throw. Counters with the knee jab. Nice lead. Jumps, drops him hard.
凹嘞，很好
Nice
很
lead
好
is。there. Forward rush. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Hit the interdiction. They didn't wait for this. This could save everything. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. So flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a
太
real
低能了啦！干你娘，太让了啦！
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big
干你
chances
娘，
to
就
do
爱凹
damage.
啊！
They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is
Bum, bum.
defenseless. The drive impact should have anybody scared in the corner. Had the radar up and running. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage.
干！
Surprises them with a drive rush. Combo with the target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Lots of distance here as both fighters look straight to come from the brink like that. What a comeback!
杰哥快凹，杰
Player
哥，
one picks
杰哥
up
凹
the
起来
first。round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Jumps up, nails the
哇
overhead.
哇哇哇哇！干，是我没防凹。
Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Time to reassess the situation. Not much movement. Drive rush to keep it going. Going in. Straight forward with the drive rush. Closing it out with a super art finish.
去武器走。
Clean. They're taking no prisoners. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
走吧，来。哎，你不要在16000徘徊，排骨也掉到16000，就让我上17000吧。败哦，信他一次，信他一次。
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
龙虎腿，
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws him down. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Rejects the air attack. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
乱哎干你！
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Throwing some shade from upstairs. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Amnesia! Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Spikes him with Drigla. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Steals back a chance. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Short knocked them out of the air. Goes low. They return to center stage. You've got to be mindful of reaching. Oh my, the throw tech. Throwing some shade. Only a little sees the overhead coming. Jump tries to act quickly, but with Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Nothing stops this train. Looking to impress with this super. Ooh, the punish counter gives them a great opening here. Some big damage. Connects with the throw. Overhead. Both sides getting ready. Starting the park uses the teleport. Player 2 can't win this with overhead, but it won't work. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They're in range. Overhead attack. Do they? Whoa, coming for you. Doesn't get the throw. Got ahead into both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Torbalan. They were expecting that drive impact. Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Player 1 with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Taking stock. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the knockdown, and now got their eye on the air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Risky up-close scrap still going. G-right kick for a mix-up. Smart play with the throw. Changes them in with the Latsuka. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting hits them with a stopping bomb.
How bad?
The attack is parried. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Checks with a medium kick. Shoots off a fireball up close. Throwing some shade. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in. Uses the target combo as a filler. Chin-right kick for a mix-up. Reads the jump in perfectly. Are we gonna see a comeback? A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use. How did they anticipate that jump in? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Start and pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Okay, sees the overhead coming. Player 1 has a slight light overhead. What now? Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have anti-air in the clutch. Right? The drive impact doesn't work. Forward run. Gets catches out the cage right there. Shreds them with a critical. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Can they use their drive to skate the turns out?
God.
No way.
No
from out of the corner. Player finds the target.
操你妈
Is it gonna be over? No one could have called that.
哇，干烂了！
Clinches the win.
哇，
But that
我的
anyone can.
我的 SS3啊
It's not over yet.
！SS，
Believe it's time.
我操你的！
Break 'em. Shows the low. Rebound.
我不让啊！操！
Gets a normal hit from the drive attack. They're still good.
给我去见上帝
This is
吧
the！ perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up next? Projectile to try and change the situation. Not shy with the grab. With the large gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive use. Brushes off the impact. Decides to meet them in the air. KO! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Grabs them. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Sure you can. Knockdown and
哎干，
smart play with the throw.
干嘛被他躲过？
That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The no fly
然后
zone
嘞，
goes for the
我
jump
不
in.
凹，
Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now.
凹这种没气的寓意哦。
What's next? Looking to follow up after that target. No! Critical
啊干，靠！
is in a very good spot.
鸡掰按太慢，
Gonna kill. No doubt about it.
我操你妈！
No way. That win was
God.
luck. That was 100% planned. Here's the
干
final
你老
round.
师，
Real
他
fight
妈的
starts
白
now.
痴哦！
Who's going to steal this win? Torque overhead attack. Last round saw some incredibly calm nerves despite the odds stacked against them. This will be a big win if they can keep it up. Close for overhead, but it won't work. Quick dash. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Jumps anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, what a smart throw. Stone cold and break. You can't block those. Uses the teleport. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
白白浪费了，操！真的是白白浪费了。 个。
Here comes a new challenger.
Yo.
How's this match gonna shake out?
Yo,
It's gonna be exciting to see.
哦，
Round 1.
不可能。
Here
红
we
脚，
go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Gets a good read on
哎
the
呀，
opponent. Gets through the opening. Sticks the combo.
反应太差。
Grabs him. What's the play here? Goes in on the impact for nothing. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. G-right kick KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Amazing read to flash the parry.
先带三系，先抢血。
The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Portable. Looking for a chance.
哎呀，干你啊！别按回来。
Flashes him. Doesn't miss a beat. Closes the gap. A quick breather. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. Crowns him from above. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Noticeable Chernobyl.
变祖先呐，靠背。
We're so close to the end of the blast of Chernobyl.
看，
Chisels him down.
再送你一发。放枪。
Brings it home. Let's
没关系，
see if
再
they can
送
build
你一发
themselves。a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps in. They trade.
哦呦，
Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes.
哦
Good
呦，
anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the
哎
match
哎哎
much
哎
easier.
哎哎！
Player 1 chases him down. Holds out with a block. That's the jump in they were looking for.
啊干！
Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Lands the forward throw.
太明显
The
了。
corner pressure continues. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner.
啊，那没射到
Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Opts to create space to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Extra spicy, sure you can have. Aerial Tatsu. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Their will to win is really being tested here. Overhead, but it won't work. The overhead did not. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Drops in with a Tatsu. What are they gonna do?
啊干你娘！不要他妈白痴哦！干我他妈在干嘛、啊？
Brings it home. Let's see if they can build
干你
themselves
娘！
a
今天是
streak.
北西耶！哦，他妈乱按，操！啊，被他跑了，王八蛋！不是啊，三个，三气三小靠腰。
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
妈个426取什么日文名啊？
See what they try to do here.
混蛋！
Blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile.
哎，咖喱你啊，被按回
Not
来。
much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Taking stock.
电哦，很电哦
Can't tech the throw?
Dance, dance,
Good
dance.
work
哎，
staying in
你
throw range there. What's their game plan here at this critical
Dance,
stage?
dance,
Takes
dance,
the
dance.
trip. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Holds up. There's an
凹
overdrive
啥
shorty.
小啦？啊干！
Right lead open. Oh!
咖喱你
Thunder is driving back
低
across
能
the
哦！
round.
我他妈的白痴
Player
音
2
配，
on the board first
智
with the
障
win.
音配
They'll
干！
want to keep the pressure on. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Snares them. 3-volt. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 2 chases them down. Can't tech the throw.
哎呦，会哦，退
For
康
the。grab. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Opts to continue the burnout activated. KO. Player 2 brings it home.
烂气
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
按啥想都按不出来，低能。按键啊！我天哪！
Comes a new challenger.
哎，My JP，
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your
JP
pride as a player
哦，我是紫色
too.
的
This is a
，Purple
must-win
JP
fight. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti-air. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range.
哎干！
Trips them up. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Down to the
哎呦
right.
哎呦，有反应哦，
Fighters
有
are
反应
matching
哦！
each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. All right, what's coming up next? Time's the only thing moving here. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Good job, KO.
哎干，你也是我死哦！操！
Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that... Oh!
干
Digs in
你
deep
啊！
to
终
get
于
that
有
drive.
份了哦，他妈！
Burnout
哎，好关哦！
Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Spikes them with free glove. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will just goes for it at this range. Uses the teleport. Their life just sneaks in the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Free glove. Medium kick hits. Barely blocks the jump in. What now? Over. But it won't work. Tons of space. Oh, yo, raw super hit. Lands the super. Time for dessert. Keeps them out. Somehow, oh my God, what a throw set.
我对空哎
Player 2 sees the overhead coming. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Down on life. They gotta make a move.
操你妈！哇，我这白痴什么啊？
Comes away with the
干你
win.
鸟打自己还会输，操！不玩了，不玩了。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick hits. Decides to meet them in the air. Not having the cross up. Spot on blocking. Trying to read each other here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Close them. What's next? KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sticks the jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Shows the medium kick. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Out of range, relatively safe. 3-volt? What'll happen? The overhead denied. Player that's not gonna hit. Uses the teleport. 3-volt. Sees the overhead coming. Okay, here we go. Oh, snipe! Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Oh, they switch sides. Break through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump Rosum. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Looking for a chance, knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Very nice, read lock. Jump. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. Nothing but air. Oh, shoot.
啊，这样搞大家当然赢了。
Nails the 3-ball. More fuel to the
掰了，操！
Hook 'em up. Go big time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player 1 comes away with the win.
送惨了哦，干你娘！
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
完了，原本一开始打那个手感，现在已经
Here we go. What are these
废掉
fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins.
My God!
Pushes the opponent
妈，那
into
个
the
鸡
corner.
巴被骗了。
Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Close them to start the corner pressure. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat?
现代垃圾干。
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Projectile to try and change the situation. Quick dash in. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Jump. Going in. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 can build on this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Their will to seize the overhead coming. Jumps it. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Sneaks in the throw.
手残了。
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a
已
decisive
经开始
win.
反效果。妈，那个垃圾！
Here comes a new challenger.
还能说什么呢？无话可说了。
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
台湾里，
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Put one in the pocket. Deal some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the
哎
combo?
哎哎哎哎，干你娘！刚刚放枪。
Pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. They block the overhead and taking stock. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? The jump in catches them. Takes a trip. Life opens up. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. 3-ball ices. Where is their opening? Gets the jump in. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. 3-ball? Player 2 has a slight life lead. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Max SAD picks a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance in there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Player 1 chases him down. Uses a drive parry against the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Neither of them willing to back off here. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Beats them in KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Decides to puff up while they can. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Departure set. Quick breather. Jumps up, brushes that off, and keeps going. This is gonna be bad news. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Corbalan. Player 2 will look to a burnout activates. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are set.
哎干啊，按错，算了，随便，本来3下送他的。
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
料，真的是没料了。
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
よろしくお願いいたします.
気楽に行こうぜ。
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. An aggressive attack. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Heats it up with a combo into super. Knockdown. Gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. Takes a trip. A throw to tie the foe. They were stuck in the corner.
喷
Player
错
2
招啊！
picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
我是像风一样的男人。
Goes for the jump in to start the round. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hit them with a stop.
干你娘，那可以穿哦！
Punish
操
counter
你
gives them
妈
a great
的！
opening here to do big damage. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They've got to be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Jumps. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Super counters with amnesia. Nice read. Going in, brushes that off and keeps going. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Player 2 will look to apply drive and back misses. Throwing some shade. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. He stars out. Rasheed's gonna start stealing.
Eh嘿，嘿嘿。 哎，3气不放，放2气啊！整个人好像一气，被抓了哦，紧张了。
Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Back into the corner, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Going wild with the throws in the corner.
I got it.
Somehow manages to put that back throw was huge. A jump. Overhead. The jump in is denied. Throws him. Amazing. They were waiting for it. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Rasheed's looking for something with the arm. Player 1 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death.
放哦，碰哦，4000哦。
Oh, so close! The next moves are gonna be over!
笑烂，
has gotta be feeling
给我淡点哦。
absolute carnage!
南轮，再来打一场。
It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that run back! Departure! The opening on that impact! Will they take it? Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Changes the pace with an air dash. Ooh, will they hit?
严重哦
Charge in? Tricky territory here. All right. Throw zone. What's next? Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
Perfect KO.
Execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round.
要
Player
乌龟，
1 picks up the first
再
round.
龟啊！
That'll give them a psychological advantage.
来，飞过来，飞过来，来等你飞。
They
Yeah.
both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Uses the parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Grabs them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Throwing some shade. Goes with a safe stuff with that target. That combo did decent
I got it.
damage. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Looking for a hole.
好惨啊，就像
Manages to block the jump in attack. Going in. Lays down a whirlwind. Blocks it.
That's why I
What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen.
还有本田
Here's the final round. The real
打
fight
破第四
starts
道墙
now. Opens with a jump in. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Player 2, there's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 2 with the rhythm. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. There's a drive impact. Setting it all on this level 2 super up. Make smart use of the game. Good super. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to waste it. Gotta do better than that. Turns out. Arabian Cyclone. Oh, putting it all on the line.
Oh.
The super hit is gonna be
被卷烂了
perfectly planned,
操
perfectly executed.
干你才放水
Really had to fight for that one. No shortage of
我
drama.
把自己作死
It's
然后就掉
not
分
over yet.
干
Let's believe it's time for that run back. The jump in is denied. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps up. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. The low is denied. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Closes the gap for the grab. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. They break things off to take a quick breather. And they convert this punish counter opportunity into something. Drive rush to keep it going. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Box him with a target. Tempest for the pressure. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Medium kick hits. Scrapping and hits them with a stop and bomb. Quick changes them in with the left shuka. This is gonna hurt. Oh, snipe! Sets up with the jump in. Throws them. A super art?
抓
Are we gonna
哎
see
看
a
这
comeback?
是啊因为他用3气
Super hits and
操
this
你
looks
妈
like
凹
it's
啊凹啊
gonna
凹啊哎给你凹给你凹
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. We're going into the final
干
round
你娘
timeout.
果然是
Which
烂
fighter
线
has it in them to grind out the win?
恶心的东西妈466喜欢搞这套
Starts things off with a jump in. Barely blocks the jump in. Throwing some finds the target. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Player 1 is in a pretty genius read with that throw escape. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Ooh, what a smart throw. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Drives it back, misses. Arabian Cyclone hits the mark. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Oh my god, they just choked it up. A jump? Clutch, anti-air. All the throw connects. Matsuka throws them in the minefield. This might be a pivot overhead, but it won't work. Player 2 connects with the throw. Okay, here sees the overhead coming. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? What? Ooh,
操你的
Here comes the boom! A reaction gone.
干你娘鸡巴他妈的狗烂线算了
Player
收工
2 has gotta be
今天已经打过去了
getting
就这样
the
了
win out of that absolute carnage.
手残了感谢大家收看打不下去 See you bye